Hey YouTube, time for another update video. Video log number, 18 now? I'm not sure. But I have not done a whole lot of interesting stuff for the last week or so. I've been literally doing nothing but washing, dry brushing, and basing orc models. Now that I need to do them for my big club tournament I have coming up in August, because they need to look better than they do now. It's boring, it's tedious, I hate doing it, and I wish I would have done it when I painted the models originally. So if you think you're going to put off the basing till later, please don't. Learn from me, it's hell. Also, the other thing I had to do was go over my Knob Squad and redo their war gear to make them wysiwyg and 10 individual models. So I spent a couple days working on these guys. I had to build a combi scorcha. So I have 2 of them now. That's my combi scorcha. Started out as the metal twinling Shuta. I added a flamer bit and a tube and a tank, and that's my combi scorcha. So I got 2 of those. 4 big choppas. The war banner. Always have to have the war banner. This is my metal knob with the war banner. Gotta have the war banner. That weapon skill 5 is just too good to pass up. Of course, you all know. I'm sure a lot of you have faced knobs, and facing knobs can suck really badly. But what sucks more is not being able to keep track of which knob is wounded and which isn't. And I didn't want to try and deal with the dice. I didn't want to have to write it down. So I came up with a magnetic way to keep track of the wounds. So what I did was I put a magnet in the shoulder blade of each knob, and I made these little red pegs, bright red pegs with a magnet in it. So when a knob takes a wound, I just go click, and there's my wound marker. Bright red, right on the top, everyone can clearly see who's wounded and who's not. And of course every single knob is like that. And I actually got to play like this with 5 knobs on Wednesday in my league night, and it worked out very well. There was no question, it was easy, no dice to carry around with them, and so on. I need a drink here. Diet Pepsi, elixir of the gods. Sorry about that. Actually, this is my 3rd time making the video, because first time it sucked, second time the audio was screwed up, so I got a little bit of a dry throat. I also did my war boss. His shoulder pads aren't really usable, so what I did was I just put the magnets in the base, so the wound markers will just stick right there, and right there. So there's no question how many wounds he has. So I'm ready for Hard Boys. I've been kind of going over my list, and so tomorrow night after I get home from work, I will get out all my stuff and show you my list, just like I did with the very first video for this channel. And I hope to do as well this year as I did last year, which was 2nd in the first round and 9th in the second round, so I hope to do better than that. I also hope my Knob Squad can do better than what they did, which is going to be hard. Knob Squad just did so much damage last year. I want to try and break my record of killing 7 Assault Terminators, 36 Black Templars, the Emperor's Champion, and a Land Raider for this Knob Squad plus Gazgul, all by themselves. And I'm going to try and break that record this year. And in exchange for all that, I lost 6 knobs and 1 wound on Gazgul. Speaking of that, I do have to, after my army, I do have to put some magnets in the top of Gazgul for his wound markers. Not like he ever really takes wounds, but I need to keep track of his too. And unfortunately, that's really all I've been doing, is just these orcs. Going back over my orcs. And so anyone who's going to play in the Ard Boys, I'm sure a lot of you are getting ready. I hope you all have a great night, great day, have some great opponents, some great games, decent luck, and I hope you do well. Well, that's unless you play Eldar, in which case I hope you lose horribly. No, just kidding. I hope you do well. I just hate Eldar. So for now, I just want to show you my wound markers, and I will be back tomorrow with an army list. And until then, I will talk to you later.